What's good, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Royal Roundtable podcast. This is episode number 30. This week, we are back again. Apologies for skipping out. Games have come out, and we've been focused on that. Mikey's been out of town. Shai's taking a break. We actually have an update on that, by the way. But before we get into this episode, be sure to leave a like and a comment on the YouTube side of things, and make sure to rate the podcast on whatever streaming platform you're listening to us. It does go a long way. We are still top 100 in the U.S., top 100 in Canada. Keep supporting for real. Sorry, we took a break off. We are back.
We're top 100 in Canada?
Yeah.
Dope. Okay.
In the video game category, but it's like, I was talking to Yoku about this. I was like, I kind of want the topics to be like, you know, how we treat our conventions, how like they're just a medium for us to go somewhere and just see our friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that's what I think like the topic should be, but we all just really just talk and have jokes and stuff or whatever. But if we're in the video game category, it's fine. I don't really care about it personally. But how are you all doing? How are you guys doing? How's everybody feeling? What's in y'all minds? What's good with y'all? Before we get into these topics, these topics are very interesting this week because it's serious and it's not, and it's serious and it's not. What's up? How y'all doing? What's up?
I'm relaxed for the most part. Yeah, yesterday was like I'm glad we didn't record yesterday because yesterday was a wave. But prior to that, I've been like super bliss, I think is the word. I've been in a real kind of just chill mindset. A lot of the normal stuff that I stress about, I haven't really been stressing about it, more so just thinking about how to execute it when it comes to like content or whatever. But for the most part, just life. I think the only thing that I'm worried about is making money at this point, which I feel like everybody is currently worried about. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Is it?
I didn't really do anything else. I didn't get to go to Dreamcon this weekend. However, I think the weekend before I went on vacation. Had a nice time, swell time, damn good time. I don't remember what I did this weekend. It was like a blur. Like I remember Monday being a thing, and the next thing I know, it's like Friday.
This man Yoku was out of it. He was on autopilot mode. He was just like, man, enjoying life for real.
Yeah, it just kind of like went by, you know, like I'd go to sleep, I'd wake up, and it kind of felt like, you know, because I've been doing the same stuff back to back to back. Mm-hmm. Like I'd wake up, I'd text or whatever, I'd be on the phone, I'd sit down at the desk, I'd play Unite, I'd edit some videos, I'd stream for Genshin Impact or whatever, all that kind of stuff. So it just felt a little normal, like everything was kind of working like clockwork, and then you just kind of forget what day it is. Like I think the other day somebody was like, man, it's Thursday, and I was like, no the fuck it's not, it's like Tuesday. And they're like, no bro, it's Thursday. And I was like, nah. So I looked at the date and it was Thursday, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, like I didn't even remember what I did Wednesday. I was like, what happened?
My life has been consumed by Pokemon Unite.
Dog, that game is addicting, man.
The last 2 weeks, I have just not been. I want you to know it takes a lot out of me to even record a video now. Like I tried recording some shit that wasn't Unite.
You ain't feeling it.
And I was just like, no, I was feeling it. I mean, I was here, but like I was just like,
his mind was on Unite.
I want to play Unite.
Yeah.
My streams have been like 5 hours, 6 hours long. I just be sitting here getting pissed off at people, man.
I'm surprised you ain't lost 100 pounds by the way you sweat on that game, bro.
Man.
I have been losing weight.
I don't think it's been from Unite, though.
You a sweaty boy.
Man, nasty with it. I don't know. I always get like that, bro. It happened with what was that? With Overwatch back when that came out. So I'm not surprised that it's here again. Not all, actually.
I can see that for sure.
I don't think I have any plans on playing Unite.
Why?
Do you even like MOBAs?
I do. I like Smite, but nobody plays that. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yikes! Just hit my mic. I'm sorry.
I just don't have any plans on playing Unite. I don't know why. I mean, if it gets good and they introduce a little bit more features and modes, then I'll probably pick it up. But as for right now, the base game, it just doesn't it doesn't move me like it moved y'all. But on the other hand, over the weekend I did go to Dreamcon. That shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. But I unlocked a terrible quirk while I was there. My anxiety spiked like heavy, and I don't know where it came from. It came out of nowhere, but man, it kind of sucks because when you get anxiety, you're not yourself. So
Right.
when I'm meeting like the squad for the first time, it's just like, well, damn, this ain't me. What the fuck? And I felt like I really did, and even though they said that I wasn't like holding them back from doing shit, I felt as if that my anxiety was fucking over the whole mood. So for that, I apologize. That shit, I don't know.
What was kicking up, for like your anxiety? Like what was triggering it? What didn't you want to do?
I would assume it was the crowds of people, and
Right.
we were supposed to go to Six Flags and stuff like that. It was just me and Toasty though. Everybody else had left early on Sunday, and we had Sunday to ourselves, but we really just couldn't do. I couldn't do anything. I told Toasty like if he wanted to meet up with some of the other people, he could, but he was like, nah, I'm good. And I felt bad because we couldn't go to Six Flags, but I mean, it is what it is. By the time I travel again, I will have it under control, and I gotta know my triggers and try to counter them.
Why do you think there was anxiety in that trip?
Because I haven't been anywhere for like 2 years. I haven't been on a plane since 2017. The pandemic is everything, and there's always this looming aura behind traveling and all that kind of stuff. So I think all of that kind of just got to me and kind of just manifested itself in within the anxiety. So it is what it is. Like I say, it was a learning experience. Like it's never happened to me before, like except for the one time I got anxiety at work. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but I don't know. It's probably it's something subconscious. I know that for sure because there's nothing like right in the way of my life that's just like I gotta have anxiety over it. It's definitely something subconscious. So if I don't get a job, then I'm probably going to sign up for like Obamacare or something and try to either get a medical card for marijuana or something to that nature, something to that effect.
Yeah.
Because I know that will calm my shit. I'll be mellow as fuck. But other than that, Dreamcon was crazy. It was great. Like it didn't the anxiety didn't stop us from having a good time. So
Right.
I met everyone, like anybody that you thought you could meet in that social space. I met them, and I met Berlizzi. I ran into Berlizzi after because it was a Smash tournament after he got knocked out of it, and like he got a crazy Donkey Kong. Like his Donkey Kong is fucking crazy. But yeah, I ran into him after that set, and I was like, "Ah, man, keep your head up. You was good. You got your Donkey Kong got hands." But he was going up against a real Smash Pro. Like the guy that won was a Smash Pro.
Ooh.
What is his name? I forgot his name. I did forget his name. I cannot remember for the life of me. But he was a Smash Pro. Leland from RDC World. He got a great NES. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's kind of crazy because as much as we bash on Super Smash Bros, that is one of the most hype events to like watch. It just is.
It's because like my thing with Smash Bros is I love the game. I like watching people play it. I enjoy watching people play it, or myself playing it. I can't stand online. If Smash was always offline, I'd be there. I'd be playing Smash.
100%. 100%.
That game is horrible online, but like
I wish I was the Smash guy.
For just content or like just playing the game?
Just playing the game. That shit. I was not a fan of that gameplay style at all.
I wasn't until Ultimate came out.
Yeah, nor am I interested in getting into it. Like I grew like it's one of those things. Nintendo's always been one of those companies that have like the legacy to them.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to like get into their new stuff like that without being a fan of the old stuff. It's like imagine playing through Mario Odyssey, right? And then being like, I have no idea what the hell it is that I'm doing when I'm still having fun.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So at that point, it's kind of just like, I don't know what these things are called. I don't know what these little mushroom things are called. These little nasty ass. Who the fuck is a Bowser? You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, the audience are always people that have grown up with Nintendo. But for me, I was more of a Sony baby. Like all I played was like I played everything on the PS2 and the PS1.
Yeah.
So like, the Smash was one of those things like, and I hate to be that guy, but like remember back in the day when niggas used to use like gay as an insult? It'd be like that. Like that's gay as hell. Like that ass, like Smash was quote unquote gay as hell to me. I was just like, this shit is trash. Why the fuck do you niggas like this shit? What the fuck is going on? But and as I grew up, it was like I started like just being in a social circle full of people that like love Smash. And it was kind of just like I'd much rather go make content, you know?
I don't know.
This game is not that interesting.
I always liked Smash. Like I always thought it was a fun game that, you know, like you could pit it against each other. It wasn't so much as until I, you know, started talking to you niggas that I found that there was a scene for it, like a real tournament scene. And like you can watch the shit and it'll be fucking entertaining. I didn't know that.
Give a goddamn about no goddamn Smash. Until
I mean, but we all put our hand in. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things to where
we played it, but it was like we didn't know about a scene being there until like we used to like watch with like Andy and all of them.
Yeah. So
like,
up until then, it was just like, well, we just having fun. But once, kind of like Tekken. Like I like to play Tekken, but I'm not good at Tekken. But I'll watch a tournament from the start to beginning because it's that entertainment.
High level fighting gameplay is just always good to look at.
It's just always good.
Absolutely.
It really is.
It's always good to look at. Like there isn't like I've not seen one boring set, even from like early on in the ladder and shit. Mm-hmm. They're still very entertaining. Like I can watch an entire tournament from start to finish.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the things that I'm really hoping comes back now that I can't even say now that COVID's settling because, you know, the Delta variant thing is popping up, but just once a lot of the tournaments stop being online a lot of the times, and they're able to run these brackets and just, all right, here's, you know, from start to finish, this and this. Just watching all of that stuff, it's so good for knowledge as far as learning how to get better at the game and seeing what's, you know, happening in the scene, the secret tech. I love when people, like, you know, you got your tech monsters, your lab monsters. I love when people expose this dirty ass combo or setup or just whatever, and you just have no idea where it came from.
Yeah, that's the hype moment.
I'm telling
shit, I didn't know you could do that. What
yes, and they just be pulling it out like, and that's like that's
their
thing.
Then it gets nerfed.
No, most of the time it doesn't get nerfed. Most of the time it doesn't get nerfed, but unless it's like really fucking broken. But if it's really broken, everyone already knows about it. You know, it's like all right, back in Street Fighter 4, right? And I'm not gonna say this is secret tech, but it was really hype when I saw it. So Sako had the Sako Noko combo, which is basically he was able to one frame link. Ibuki has these kicks, right? It's called Samuji loops, and so he was able to one frame link these Samuji loops into you get 2 loops or 2 to 3 loops per combo, and it's one of the tightest frame links in the game. But he could do it consistently. He could do that in a super, like he could do all this kind of shit with Ibuki. So when you see that in tournament, and it's like that's the game winning combo, you know, like he's been just kind of playing neutral, doing whatever. And then he gets that one hit that he needs, and all you see is boop, bop, bop, boop, bop, bop, boop, bop, KO. And I'm like, yo, so it's hype as hell, dude. I love fighting game tournaments, just watching that shit, man. Smash has hype too. Like I said, it's just online.
I was gonna say, that Power Rangers game, dog. If y'all never sat down and like watch one of the like the little mini tournaments they be having on Twitch. I think who hosts those? I think Team Spooky does. And I think that's the only one I've seen it on. There's some other ones, but like if y'all just search like the category and if there's a tournament going on, bro, watch those tournaments. Those tournaments are hype as fuck because
yes, sir.
The combos that you can do in that game is crazy, and that's why I'm super happy that Melty Blood is getting a little bit of love. They're getting the Eunice treatment, so it's kind of like there's a mechanic in Melty Blood called Reverse Beat. And that mechanic is, I'm not gonna say it's exclusive to the Melty Blood, but they're one of the ones who originated.
What the fuck is Melty Blood?
It's
made by the same people that made Under Night.
Yeah, it's an anime fighter, but they're getting very popular now. So, but Reverse Beat is kind of like, it's kind of like you can set up combo strings that go in reverse. So you know how like Marvel vs. Capcom, you go light, medium, heavy, and then you launch and then do that again. Well, with Reverse Beat, it's like you can go medium, heavy, light, heavy, some shit like that. And it provides more mixes and all that kind of stuff. And we always get into fighting games. I don't know why, but
me and you like fighting games. Nick likes fighting games. He just doesn't play them like competitively, you know?
Yeah. And like what I'm super excited to see.
Fighting games for me are like comfort games. Like, like I if I get real competitive about fighting games, this shit ruins it for me. I don't know what it is. Like I love fighting games, but the very moment I get competitive in it, it's just like I don't want to
yeah, it's gonna be ruined for you.
It's gonna ruin it. It's just like, dog, like, fighting games are fire. Like they're great. They're like you can't go wrong with fighting games. You genuinely cannot. It's when people get like real serious and I'm just like, you ain't even ranking nowhere, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So how do you I don't want to switch the subject from fighting games, but it's like a natural thing. So how come you like ranked in like Unite and
that's different.
Like the Overwatch and stuff like that?
Because
the same thing.
No, very different.
Because shooters like Overwatch, Call of Duty, shooters are very different in the sense where they are competitive by nature. Fighting games are competitive, but you mostly play them. You are introduced to fighting games through the comfort of you and your friends playing it.
Yeah.
Shooters were always popularized as online games. Like Halo back in the day was an online game. Nobody played that. Like if you played the story, sure, but you knew Halo and Call of Duty off their online. They're inherently online competitive games. Pokemon Unite can only be played online. Fighters, like I said, you're introduced when you're at home, you know what I'm saying, with your buddies. Y'all like cooling out. Y'all are, and you know, a lot of us started young, so like for me, it was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Me and my friends would be in the little den area. Yo, come through. It'd be like all four of us. Controllers ready. I'm gonna take you for a ride. This summertime, air conditioner on, and we just playing. You're like, okay, cool. Let's go outside. It's like a nostalgic thing for me.
Mine was actually the original, not the original Street Fighter 2.
Oh, bopper,
bro.
Okay.
And my auntie, she always used to have like boyfriends and shit that played video games and shit. And I would be, how old was I? I'd be 9 and 10 just waxing niggas. Grown ass men.
They just like, are you serious with it? Hold on, shorty.
Like, the funny part was they weren't playing games like that.
Nah, they weren't.
Right.
No, you find out how casual like a lot of like the older guys were, like older than Mikey. They were casual as hell for video games, right? Mikey caught it at its like boom.
Yeah, right when it was ready to go.
And then I think I would say me and Ioka grew up like around like the prime PS2, prime GameCube era.
Yeah.
And Mikey was just still there from that, so it was just like there's so much that's happening like just gaming overall. Like we are that gaming generation still. Because we were there for that.
That's why like it really bugs me. I wouldn't necessarily, maybe bug isn't the word, but it does something to me when you get a lot of the older generation. Like we're stuck in literally between two generations, right? Because you have the generation that's older than us, and you shouldn't be spending all your time playing games, yada yada, get a real job, whatever. Then you have the generation younger than us who simply enjoy video games for what they are, but at the same time, they're not like doing the video games every day or this and that with video games because they don't have a lot of the gems that we had, right? Like I was streaming the other day. I think I was playing Genshin and somebody mentioned something. I don't remember what it was, but I brought up Sonic Adventure Battle 2. And I was like, you could not say like Adventure Battle 2 anywhere when I was younger, going through middle school or high school, and nobody knows what you're talking about. Like everyone knew what that game was. And when I said it in chat, they were like, I don't know what that is. Like, what is that? And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, there's no way. And they're like, no, like
there's a lot of
Sonic generations.
I've gotten so many people into a lot of games recently. It's just like, hey, like, you know, if you're interested, if anybody's interested, you can emulate this shit. You know, I know I support, you know, official copies. Don't trust me, but you know, it's one of those things where I was like, hey, like, you know, unfortunately, like
you can't get this anywhere. You can't get
these
anywhere.
games anywhere. Like these games are costing $80, $100. These games came like 15, 20 years ago.
Now, okay, so with Sonic, you can't do that.
Sonic's
is
on
always
Steam.
it's on Steam
Sonic's
and it's always on sale.
On consoles. Like you can, like they got shit. Sonic might be on sale right now as we speak.
I saw like last week Sonic Mania was on sale for $2.
Yeah, like Sonic, it just sucks because now like what interests people now doesn't interest us then. Like,
Yeah.
we came out around like the I would say like the little techno advanced era where like the punk aesthetic where like niggas like Sonic, the real cool edgy guy compared to the, you know, regular
Jet
white
Set
Mario.
Radio.
Yeah. Our aesthetic was based on how Toonami promos used to have us feeling.
Yes.
Oh man, I love those things.
That's what gaming was what Toonami's promos used to feel. The little random ass rush down music, Tom in the background telling us some fucking find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. and then you have the real like, you know what I'm saying, real rushy ass music and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Those that was us, you know, that was our game style. That was the aesthetic for us back in the day. Now it's like, you know, now it's the Fortnites, you know, now it's the microtransaction.
Yeah.
We live in the times of microtransactions. It's
quite unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what's dominating right now, though. You know, you're free to plays, and even though they're not spending $60 up front for the game, what they're doing is they're spending $60 like throughout a month or 2 months or whatever.
Way
it is.
more than $60.
Well, speaking about
absolutely.
Well, speaking about that, I kind of wanted to get into the first topic with that.
The One Punch.
No. I wanted to get into
One Punch. Talking about One Punch Man.
Well,
into
before we get into that, because I think that this topic very segues right into the One Punch situation.
One Punch.
Well, I kind of want to just get into like Unite being free to play or pay to win.
Oh, okay.
Wait. What's the One Punch thing? Because one of those is definitely going to last.
The servers are dying.
Well, the servers are being
shutting down
in February 2022.
Good. That game is ass.
And exactly. That's my point. Like, what are these devs doing to make a game like that with a great IP, a great set of characters to just die?
Listen,
like, what are they doing?
I'll be honest with you.
One Punch. They shouldn't have made a One Punch fighting game. That's number one.
It's 100%. It's 100%. Literally, a money. It's really just there like a quick cash cow. Real talk.
Doesn't Bandai have to put out a game every year or something like that?
No,
an anime game every year.
They don't. And if they did, like, they don't. They can stagger their developers.
They're rushing. They're rushing. What they're doing is they're seeing what's hype on anime and they're making quick ass games to make a quick ass buck. That's all that is. Like look how good Scarlet Nexus is, right? Mm-hmm. Scarlet Nexus is a game that literally nobody thought was gonna be fun. Nobody thought, you know, there is no like media push for it like that. It's really just an in-house Namco Bandai published game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas that love it, and niggas that played it know how good it is. Scarlet Nexus compared to like every other main anime
that's come out
game
in
that's come out in the last decade, exactly, since Storm 4, and arguably Xenoverse 1 and 2 have been ass, literally garbage.
Facts.
Like that ass garbage. You could say Strikers is good, but I think what makes Strikers good is more so the customization and the microtransactions behind it, because there are a lot of microtransactions, especially nowadays, since the game is like 4 or 5 years in. But like what they're doing is like the Jujutsu Kaisen game, because there will be one coming out, will probably be ass.
Mm-hmm.
Not if it's. I hope that Namco Bandai doesn't get it. I just hope they just don't.
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna exactly.
Or if they don't get it,
the problem is, and this is the problem. The problem is a lot of these IPs, while they do well publicity wise, and it's like Naruto, right? Naruto, we love Naruto, but the reason why there hasn't been a Naruto game in forever is because nobody cares to make Naruto games.
Yeah,
you know how many developers like that ass like unfortunately, and it sucks to say this, but Naruto is over, right? Naruto is done. We are done with Naruto. Who cares about it, right? When it comes to these games, they're being made in a sense of, okay, who wants to make these games? That's how Bandai or whatever copywriter, licensed guy has it. Like, hey, who wants to make a game based on this, right? And depending on, you know, the developer, they'll take it, right? Mm-hmm. That's why you always see the Dims. That's why you always see the who else? The
you have Demps, you have CC2,
CC2s.
You have unfortunately Chunsoft.
Chunsoft. No, but that's the thing though. these are gaming companies that have already made established games that people have loved in the past growing up. But they've made floppers. They've made floppers in the recent times, right? But that's not the point. They get Namco Bandai or whoever gives these guys, certain threshold, certain time window for when they need this game by, and they're just there to make a quick buck. Like the Black Clover anime game is a perfect example. Black Clover literally was on its first season. Mm-hmm. Not even a developed cast yet, besides the manga guys, right? Barely any source material to take from, and they gave you this stupid ass Overwatch-like fucking game. And it's like,
in that defense, that shit was fun. What I will mention though, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was fun.
It was fun.
I do appreciate that they didn't do what I'm gonna say. Yes, I'm so tired of that. Like, I love my fighting games. Everything does not need to be a fighting game for anime. Like, Scarlet Nexus was the perfect example of that.
But the problem with that is that's not what's popular.
It doesn't. But it's not popular because like niggas, the anime community in particular,
no.
refuse to buy anything.
What I'm saying is battle shonens are what runs the market. They do. They do.
Look at how many clones you have of that.
Yeah, they don't have to be good. They sell.
That's what I'm saying. If people stop buying ass games, they can't get away with
nobody knows the ass.
The thing with this is a lot of people are starting to pay attention to the social scene with anime games and all that kind of stuff. People are tapping into what the community actually wants, which is why I think Namco Bandai didn't get the Demon Slayer IP. That's why Sega has it now, because with CC2 being the developer and Sega being the publisher, Sega's going to give them an infinite amount of time.
That's why it's been delayed. Right. That's why it's been delayed like 3 times already.
That's why.
But there was never really a date to begin with.
Exactly. Yeah. So with Sega coming in and taking over, that IP, that's why I'm hoping Jujutsu Kaisen gets under Sega as well, because we know that Sega brings out bangers all the time. The Yakuza series, Phantasy Star Online, Sega really just sleeps on Sonic, which sucks. But you can't deny that the Yakuza series been popping. You can't deny that Phantasy Star Online's been popping. You can't deny that it's there's a lot of hype around Demon Slayer. A lot. Yeah. And if Sega brings it to the table, that's gonna open up Sega to a lot more IPs within the anime community.
Well, I don't want them to get too, the thing about getting big-headed and whatnot. With Sega in particular, if they do really good with Demon Slayer, cool. Focus on Demon Slayer, especially with it being CC2.
For sure.
And,
yeah.
Like if it's gonna just be like how Naruto is with the Storm, and like you have 5 million characters, let them focus on that for as long as they need to. If they do end up picking up Jujutsu Kaisen by any means, personally speaking, I don't want them to partner up Jujutsu Kaisen with CC2. Give it to A+ Games.
Give it to another developer.
What is A+?
A+ is the ones that make Kill la Kill If.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God, please.
Jujutsu Kaisen would be perfect for that. Another Bleach game. If we got Bleach, give it to A+ Games. Like the A+.
A Bleach A+ game would be.
I'm telling you,
that would be insane,
bro.
Crazy.
You have the flash steps with sidestepping. It's flash stepping, right? You got the substitutions. They appear behind you. Everyone has their own unique attacks and combos. Renji has a fucking, snake sword that works in that type of game.
This nigga Yoku might be a genius, dog.
I'm telling you,
I'm
bro.
thinking about it. That's fire.
On Kill la Kill If so fucking hard because I don't know the anime. I don't care about it. And granted, that is definitely their fault for releasing that fucking anime. Yeah. Like after it came out. The game came out like 3 years after the anime.
Yeah. It looked amazing,
though. That's absolutely their fault. But that game is easily the best arena fighter that we've gotten in the last decade or so.
And it sucks that nobody plays.
Picks up Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, or there's another shonen that's popping off right now. Technically, if we got a My Hero game from A+, that'd be OD as fuck too, because it'd be the same thing as One's Justice.
We have to have this conversation. We need I think we'll start getting good anime games when we start actually getting more My Hero games.
How you figure that?
I can see that.
Think about it like this. My Hero is literally the leader of the new anime, new shonen, new everything. That's it, right?
I still have hope for My Hero Fighters.
My Hero,
didn't deny it.
My Hero is literally the guy. Like I hate to put that much that much that much pressure on the series, but like it really is up there to be like up there with the greats.
Yeah.
It's undeniably one of the best things to come out in the last decade, 15 years from Shonen Jump, from any type. Like there's nothing that can compare to it in terms of size, just popularity. My Hero Academia is here to stay. The problem with that, and I said this before, we don't have any My Hero games as much as we used to get, like, you know, Dragon Ball games, Naruto games, even Bleach games, even One Piece games, despite how they don't sell that much, right? There hasn't been that much experimentation on what My Hero as an IP can do. We know that My Hero is capable of doing literally a fighting game. My Hero is capable of doing the Spider-Man PS4 route. We're having Deku run around. We know what it's capable of doing, but unfortunately, nobody's going to do that. And there has been a big, humongous frequency of reception from those games. And it's like, you know, I really wish people understood how important My Hero is as an IP, to the point where we really need it. We really need, I'm gonna be real with you, we need either My Hero,
we need a killer
Kaisen, or, to be honest, niggas is waiting on Bleach to save the day. That's really talking about it. Bleach, like Lyoku said, Bleach can dead ass open so many doors to a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely.
I get that a lot of people love Bleach, but I think Bleach is past its prime. I think Bleach is right there with Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, because I think if Yu Yu Hakusho came out with a fighting game today, it wouldn't be as well received.
It wouldn't do good. It
wouldn't, but I don't think Bleach is on that level yet.
I think it is. I think
it is.
Because Bleach has been out of commission so long that the only niggas that are clawing for a new Bleach game is the niggas who still play Brave Souls.
Right, but think about the situation that we'll say the anime community is in right now. Starving
they'll eat
a
anything
good fighter content. They will literally look at anything.
I mean, that's fine, but
look at
Jump Force.
That game is gonna sell.
Look at Jump Force.
No. We're not even talking about Jump Force because Jump Force is ass. We can talk about Jump Force. Jump Force is ass.
But people still, but the community,
but it's the
highest. The community still bought it though.
Yeah. They definitely still bought it.
But that doesn't mean it's successful.
No. It's successful. No.
I was gonna say,
I'll give it that. Jump Force is successful, but like, where's the barometer with that? You know what I'm saying?
We don't like it if that's what you mean.
That's what I'm saying.
That game.
Like, where's the level of quality? You know?
Right. So now take what you just said, right? Mm-hmm. Apply it to a Bleach A+ game.
I really want to see.
Why would they? They're already gonna buy it. We just established they're gonna buy trash. They bought Jump Force. They buy the One Piece games, whatever they may be. They're gonna buy these trash games.
Nobody's buying the One Piece
just because somebody bought them because they keep making them.
Well, no, that's because One Piece is One Piece.
Those are IP contracts, so they have to put out games.
They are legally obligated to make One Piece games.
Yeah,
I'm praying that, like, whatever this Odyssey shit is, because I know the One Piece movie's gonna be good. The One Piece movies are always good.
Oh, has Odyssey been like confirmed as a new game?
That's a confirmed game. That's an actual game.
I thought it was gonna be some other media.
It got confirmed. Odyssey is the game. Rocks is the movie title, and I'm excited for the movie because the movie might be I don't know. Until they confirm what it's about, it might be it. It might be the one for real. But
okay.
I think like I said, I'm going back to My Hero. I think My Hero is the one that we really should be hoping for. I love Demon Slayer, but
My Hero needs a killer app.
I don't think Demon Slayer is going to last long in terms of like game stay. I think the Demon Slayer fighting game won't stay.
I think it'll last, and I made a video on this. If we don't get demons at launch, that game will not last until the end of the year.
Yeah.
If they do something like they release the game, when is it supposed to come out? This month or September or something like that?
It comes out in November, October
11th. That's right. It comes out October. So you're coming out in October, which is really close to Christmas.
Which is really close to all the other games that are coming out. Remember what they're up against. Remember what they're
all
they
the
have
Nintendo
a lot of games coming out.
I'm ignoring everything for Back 4 Blood and Metroid Dread. I don't care.
Listen.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, though. That's the thing. You're facing those games.
I'm obligated to do the Pokemon stuff. We got
a lot of competition.
However, like for the channel, I will be doing, Demon Slayer. Because that's kind of right up my alley.
The game itself has a lot of like the longevity. That's what I mean. the longevity of the game has a lot of competition in just those 2 months alone.
I don't know, man. Them Storm 4 niggas is starving. And there are absolutely a lot of them.
Now, what do you think about it, though? You starving and you get the game, you got 12 characters. Technically, you only got like 7.
They gonna make
a lot
them
of
work.
them are just clones of each other.
They gonna make them niggas work.
Nah, them Storm niggas, I'm gonna say it. Storm niggas are brain dead, bro. I'm gonna say it, bro. I don't give a fuck what that community says, bro. Them niggas will eat up anything. Storm niggas literally went to older Naruto games and made them competitive.
Yes.
Just because of how much of Storm they were starving of just Naruto content in general.
That SNGT4,
yes,
that's them. Nice,
it's great. No, by all means, it's great. But that just goes to show how much they're starving. Instead of modding Storm 4 to the point where they need to like make it competitive,
yeah,
they just said fuck it. We're going back to older games because that's how bored of Storm 4 we are.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Yeah.
Niggas are excited for Demon Slayer off of the strength of Storm. Niggas really aren't excited for, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They're not excited for a Demon Slayer game.
It's just that
they're
CC2.
excited for a CC2 Storm-like experience.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally think they're going to get it. I think they're going to get exactly what they're looking for with this game.
Absolutely. The gameplay is great.
The game looks amazing.
Great. Yeah, it looks great. My only issue is the characters. That's my only issue. Especially if they... Let's just say they broke anime clause, right? And they're like, yo, we're just going to put all the fucking Hashira in there from the manga. We're not going to spoil anything story-wise, but you will have these characters, their moves, and all that kind of shit, because they have to make them at some point anyway, right? If they weren't going to give us demons, you might as well put all the human characters in the game at that point. You're telling me that we have 6 or 7 actual characters, and then the other 5 are fucking clones in school outfits, same moves, maybe one move is different, and then you get a different special. Whoop-de-damn, dude. That pisses me off so much. Then for them to not announce demons, but like that's why I said I have hope. I'm really hoping they took the old school route, and when we get the game, it's like they're not telling us right now, right? So whenever we get the game and we play the game through the story, you unlock the demons. I'm hoping that's the case. If that's not the case, bro, that game is gonna be pissing people off.
But you gotta think like I'm all for having demons in the game, but you have to think about longevity. Like we're gonna need sequels.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We're gonna need sequels.
You gotta remember, Yoku, we live in a time now where unfortunately the fighting games now aren't here to stay. Which sucks. Like I promise you, and I'm saying this, when I say it, you'll understand what I mean. Tekken 7 or Tekken, what are we on?
We're on 7 right now.
Yeah, we're on 7.
Tekken 7 and Fighters were flukes. How successful they were and how long they've stayed are completely luck driven.
Really?
I want to say 7.
Not for Tekken 7.
I would give you Fighters maybe, but definitely not 7.
Yeah, not 7. 7 has been around for a long time.
Whoa. I'm talking about how popular it is.
It's been popular for a long time.
Like that is the best fighting game.
I mean, what I mean by that is I mean how popular 7 is compared to like the other games of Tekken and just fighting games in general. Like Yoku just said, Tekken 7 is arguably the best fighting game of all time.
I don't think you understand how popular Tekken 7 was even before it came over here.
I think Tekken is just like one of the most popular. It's right there next to Street Fighter. Like if especially a black household, I was going to mention that earlier. Tekken and Mortal Kombat are the 2 fighting games that any black household would ever own. Like guaranteed.
And I'm not gonna hold you. That's a conversation because niggas don't really realize how big how they're not ready to know how much the black dollar is worth.
I'm telling you, dude.
That is a conversation that I really want to have one day,
bro. Tekken 3, Tekken 4, Tekken 5, in every black household.
I promise you, Soul Calibur would not survive if it wasn't for black people.
Who you telling?
Bro, Tekken wouldn't have survived if it wasn't for black people. You know how much?
Japan could carry Tekken though. Japan could carry Tekken.
Japan was letting
What turned you on to Tekken 3?
No, wait a minute. Wait. Can I go back? Okay, so take away.
I hate that character, but like that's free. It's Eddie.
So take away. So take away Tekken 7. Then Fighters is a fluke. How long Fighters has stayed around is completely a fluke based on we live in a fast food market now.
Absolutely.
For video games,
Fighters should have died out somewhere around season 2, season 3.
Yeah, Fighters itself should have been should have been out of here, right? Like we would have been on to the next game, but people are still playing fighters.
Yeah,
it's still popular as hell.
The fighters too. Season 3 should have never that should have been
yeah.
It.
We live in a time now where games come out, it's over. You get a couple DLCs, but after that we're done.
Mm-hmm.
We're like that's the market that we're in now.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting games aren't here to stay like that no more.
Well, I think a 2-year
FGC.
A 2-year support would just be ideal right now. 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I think that's standard
2
though.
years.
Like 2 years is definitely standard.
2 years
and
is
anything
the standard
after
though.
that depends
Yeah.
on the games, like how it's done, right? Finances, if everybody's buying the DLC, tournaments, things like that. Because when you look at a lot of the games that do make it into Evo, they're games that have been around for years. Tekken 7 is still there. Street Fighter 5 is still there. Smash Bros is kind of like on and off. Mostly off since the whole like pedophile shit. But before that, it was on every time. Melee is like they're finally getting Melee the fuck up out of here, you know. And now we can get all these other new games like Eunice finally took that spot over Melee. I was so excited about that, right? And everybody had eyes on Eunice after that point. But by that time, Eunice had already been out for like 5 years. So it's like
that and
people are
Guilty
getting
Gear.
into this game, and yeah, you know. And then they made a new one, which is clear. But it's pretty much like my biggest issue with Eunice and a lot of these other games that are like the niche anime fighters. You already have a very strong foundation of experienced players. Anyone who's already stuck with that game for X amount of years, they know what the fuck they're doing. Getting a new person into that game and then trying to throw them in a pool of literally sharks, they're not gonna stay. They can't stay. They would have to only play that game. That's it. No other game in order to try and grow to the level just to be able to compete and fight with those other guys to train.
Yeah.
That's the problem with a lot of the niche fighting games. That's why, like, when you guys ask me about Strive and you're like, should you get into Strive or should I pick up Guilty Gear? Right now is the best time to get into Strive. If you get into it a year from now when everybody else knows the tech and like we've experienced and figured out RC,
yeah.
Because you have so much to learn at that point. That's why I can't go back to fighters. There's way too much shit to learn at this point for anybody to take that competitive on top of the no rollback online bullshit.
I've noticed even Lotus kind of stopped playing fighters like that.
Oh yeah, he loves Guilty Gear.
It's a fun game,
and I love it.
I still want to sit down and play, like for real. Once I'm done with this Unite and Back for Blood shit, I really do want to just have a I really want to get back into casually playing games again, because I feel like Unite kind of like took like Unite and Back for Blood are just taking like content over for me. So that's where like most of my time is going, but like
which is pretty fair to say, you know, because you haven't really had anything that pushed you the way that Unite is doing right now, or that really gave you a really fun time like Back for Blood is gonna do. So that's fair to say.
I really want to get. I'm not gonna front you. Guilty Gear Strive and Final Fantasy 14 are probably gonna be my fall games.
Absolutely. If everybody gets
Melty
into 14
Blood for me.
Like if all of us get back into 14 or whatever, I'm down, because I think we're all on the same server anyway.
I'm restarting.
Okay. I kind of want to restart with y'all, but I don't want to go through ARR.
I have that new character. I have that character that Afro gave me, the little skips. I might just play it from the beginning.
That's fair.
Just to get into it, just to you know what I'm saying, really get into it personally.
It's way fun, like because my girl heard us talking about 14, and I was like, all right, cool. You know, like if you want to get into it, you can do the free trial, and we'll do whatever. But I'm the type of person, I can't play an MMO when I don't have someone to go like through the entire journey with me.
Yeah, I think that's
boring
the thing
as
too.
shit.
I definitely do want to get like somebody to like kind of just play with and just.
I don't mind starting over. Like if you get like at least 3 other people, so I guess 2, me, you, and then 2 other people that, or like whatever group that would start over or start a new character. I'll bite the bullet and go through AR with y'all. I hate AR. I really fucking hate AR. Is it that bad? It's just, for me, it's boring. I've been through it 4 times. So it's insanely fucking, and then you got to remember, I was in a 14 way before Afro got into 14. So he got into it, and a lot of other people got into it when the game was fixed. I played through all of ARR when that shit was a slog fest. It was over like 300 quests, whatever it was. It was dog shit slow. I hate the base game of 14. When they fixed it, I was like, I'm skipping. I'm not playing through this shit again. I feel that, bro. So it like now it's fine. It's not as many quests. It's streamlined, so it teaches you what you need to know about the game, teaches you the basics of your character, and especially like let's just say we all started over, or we got a group, and we have a mage, a white mage, a tank, and a DPS. That's the perfect team to go through all of the beginning of the game. and you enjoy it. Everybody learns what they want. You can switch it up if you need to. Call it a done deal. After that, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, y'all can have that.
I knew it. I knew Mikey wasn't gonna join.
Mikey's definitely not. No, Mikey's
hell no. You
The
know,
only-
Toasty tried to play it.
The only way that I'll play is, and I told Ham this, if Ham jumps on, I'll jump on with him.
Oh, say less.
No, don't say that at all. But anyway.
I think that'd be good. Like if we had a squad stream for 14, everybody like, doing it, all of us doing it. I think that'd be a really good experience.
We gotta go back
to Unite.
We gotta go back to Pokemon Unite. We went way off.
Listen,
I want you to know the last 40
One Punch.
minutes have been way off. I wanted to actually get into the topic. You're trying to make content.
Bro,
Let's go.
said One Punch and we went 80.
I was gonna say, yo, real talk, Namco Bandai, somebody please clip this. Olivia, please make this a highlight. Namco Bandai, I pray.
Y'all get rid of Spike.
Y'all have to really. I'm saying, I know there's contracts, there's legalities.
Take them off the contract list, bro. They just not it.
They not it. Listen, these games y'all been putting out, I'm sure y'all see the tweets. They ass. They are ass.
Man.
The last good game y'all had was Scarlet Nexus, and before that was arguably Xenoverse 2. You might say Shinobi Strikers. Shut up.
Dragon Ball
Shut
Fusions
up.
is right there.
It's a Dragon Ball who?
Fusions. That shit was a banger.
Dragon Ball Fusions came out before Xenoverse 2 did, though.
Did it? Oh, it did.
Yes. It came out in the summer. The English came out in September.
That's right.
And then Xenoverse 2 came out in like November, October-ish.
You're right.
I remember that because we had the summer, we had the Japanese version all summer.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta do better with these games. But back to Pokemon Unite, right? I wanted to have this conversation because it's literally interesting to see the takes so many people have had on this game, whether or not the game itself is pay to win. Now, I am not gonna lie to you. I've seen a lot of people argue about this. I think it is.
What do you get when you pay for it? Like,
I don't think it's pay to win.
What do you think that's pay to win?
Hold on. Before we do that, to answer Mikey's question, well, the things that you get when you pay for it, right? Excluding the battle pass, because that does carry a lot of the tickets or the tokens, the coin metal things, whatever they're called, which would help you upgrade items or buy the items, right? So when you pay for it, you can get the characters. That's off rip. You can buy all the characters that you need to because money instead of earning them, and you can pay to enhance the items. So whatever.
So
item
if
you're using,
if you spend money in a game and it gives you items, that gives you an advantage over other characters.
everyone
other
has
people.
access to the items. You can just enhance them.
That's what I'm saying.
Way faster
So
than
say for
anybody
instance,
else.
okay, for Epic 7's sake, right? There's these things called artifacts. They all have stats, right? So if I enhance my artifact to from level 1 to level 30, those are going to give me stats. Now, if I go up against somebody with a level 1 artifact, I have the advantage over them, right?
Right.
So
Just based off of how high do those stats go in Epic 7?
They go really high.
Okay, so in Pokemon they don't go really high, except like one item in particular gives you like I think it's the Aeos cookie or some stupid shit. One of them gives you like plus 1,000 HP, which I think is ridiculous. But the rest of them, the percentage difference isn't enough to make up for like you just absolutely get crushed. You can't.
I don't know.
About it.
Has anybody done the damage calcs on that? Because percentages are very like 5%, 10%.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Listen. 1 to 3% is definitely a difference.
It's a big difference
from
like
what?
Early game. I could see that. You said from what?
Like,
from
yeah,
what?
what's the ratio in between?
So obviously you have characters that have like you have characters like Lucario, like Absol that does insane damage early game, right?
Right.
His start off
insane damage all throughout the whole game.
His start off, his start off is fucking crazy. If depending on what items you have leveled up, his start off is at least starting out 500-700.
So the thing you really have to think about is not even items included, like base stats. Like what are the base stats and what are the multipliers of the overall character? Like, is there something that like Absol can do to like boost his power?
Yes.
So if he's got something built in that gives him an attack buff, right? And you add an item on top of that, yes. If you can
and then that item itself can get enhanced.
if you can enhance that item that gives another attack buff on top of it, that 3% literally turns it into like, maybe say for instance, Absol himself gives himself like a 10% attack boost. That 3% on top of that, depending on how it's coded in, can basically enhance that 10% to 30%.
Why would it multiply like that? Why would it do that? I'm not even challenging. I just generally don't know why I would do that.
Depending on how the items stack. So
especially
say for instance,
after an ult, because there's a buff after the ult.
Yeah. So say for instance, wait, 3% of 10%. Never mind. That's not 30%. I'm thinking of times. 3% of 10% is like, was it 3.333? So it'll give it
roughly about 13 to 14%, give or take some stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So
depending on how
it would just stack normally. Never mind.
So this game does stack.
Yeah, it does stack with certain things, but I could say that like, so I don't remember which item it is. It gives you like plus 1,000 HP or whatever. It might be a combination of items, but energy amplifier, which is the thing that you're talking about that increases your attack after the unite move. I can say if you boost that to level 30, yeah, that is definitely a pay to win item, 100%. But you're spending like what, $100 or $40, whatever it is, in order to boost that from level 1 to level 30 for just that item.
If it's $40 just for one item,
I don't know the math on how. Yeah, I was gonna say niggas be spending a lot of money.
I'm gonna say it. This game is predatory as fuck.
Okay. I'm gonna say it,
and this is why I think it is pay to win. Because at some point when you do get to like, and I bought the battle pass, the premium battle pass, the game already has a built-in battle pass, but the regular battle pass is not.
It doesn't give you the stuff that you need to enhance all your items.
The regular battle pass is really free to play. If you go into rank, you're getting destroyed.
Yeah, all you're getting is clothes in the regular battle pass.
Exactly. If you buy the battle pass, you're getting like 300 tickets. You're getting like, and it's consistently 300.
So what does the tickets give you?
The tickets
just let you buy shit without using your coins or real money.
So the game has an in-game currency. It has an account. What they did is it's really disgusting. If I showed you, matter of fact, share the screen. So are you recording right now?
Me? Yeah.
Are you recording right now, Mikey? Okay, yeah. Watch this. I'm gonna share the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. So anybody watching this can see what I'm talking about, right? Let me show you how this works, right? So this is the shop right here, right? You see me?
Yeah.
You see the screen?
I got it full screen.
Mm-hmm.
This is the shop right here. This is the economy that they're trying to build, right? At the top right, you see the coins, which they cap. Every week there's a 2,000 cap. There's a 2,000 base cap. Which is dumb as hell, by the way.
Cap for battles. So once you've reached that point, there's pretty much no point to battling anymore if you're looking for coins.
Exactly.
Unless you're trying to go rank.
There's a weekly 2,000 something cap, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy these aesthetic items for coins. For you, using the tickets that you get, using the gems that you get, there goes that. But the real problem is
the items.
No. The real problem are these niggas. Look at this. For 6,000 coins, mind you, this is a 2,000 a week cap, right? Within the first week or week and a half, you barely have enough to purchase the higher ranking units. Meaning, you know, the Gengars, the Cinderace, all these guys are 8 to 10,000 coins.
Yeah.
Right? And unless you buy the battle pass, or unless you unlock all the free-to-play shit, which you have to play consistently, right? Now, I'll get to this point later. There is a dry spot in this entire thing, which is why I think it's pay to win. All these guys are pushing 8 to 10,000 coins. Mind you, there's a 2,000 limit, right? We're about like, we're 2 weeks into the game right now, meaning a lot of people, they've either bought the shit and they haven't bought anything at all, or they use their tickets to buy these characters and that's it, right? Or their gems or whatever. There you go. Anybody that you see in high ranking has spent money on this game.
Okay, I have a question. So if there's a $2,000 cap on the coins, right?
Yeah.
Is there a cap on the tickets or the gems?
No, gems are paid for.
Now watch this. Now watch this, Mikey. Watch this, right? Because you're gonna see how this conversion works, right? Mr. Mime 460
looks like
gems.
10 to 1. Well, close to 10 to 1.
Mr. Mime is 460 more. Mr. Mime is 460 gems, but 8,000 coins. Gengar is 575 gems with 10,000 coins. You just saw this, right? I'm gonna show you the battle pass. The premium battle pass is this. I'm level 31.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only getting 900, maybe a couple.
No. That's a trainer level. That's a trainer level.
That's a trainer level.
Yeah.
Let me get this one. Trainer level is only giving you 900 coins, right? Meaning you have to consistently play. You can't boost that experience with any items or whatever, but you can boost like energy for the gacha system that they have in the game, because they do have a gacha system. You're only getting 300 tickets the further you go. 300 tickets the further you go. Level 40, you only get 100 of these enhancement things. Mind you, the conversion for these enhancement things, these enhancers are where you enhance your items and shit like that. You only get 100 at level 20, right? They start with the 100 of these to get your guide up. So like at level 20 is when they cap you, hey, 100 of these things can be used to push you, start to push level 30 items.
Yeah.
They have a thing right now where I'm going to go to the battle pass. I've already maxed the battle pass itself, but the battle pass, let me show you.
Hit the L button.
L button.
There we go. Yeah.
The battle pass is 300 tickets, 150 tickets, regular aesthetic items, 15 of these, 300, 150. These are all aesthetic items. But these, what they're giving you for this battle pass is not really enough. It's enough to get you to 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let me show you.
Not every item to 20 either. Like you might get 2 to 3 items to level 20.
At most you are getting maybe like 3 items to level 20. That's it. Meaning you have played a total of 1 character and 1 character only.
How many?
Or the same type of character.
How many items do you usually go through a game?
No. Watch
it
this.
It just depends on the character, right? Because
let me show you something.
Think of it like League of Legends.
Look at
You're
this.
constantly probably switching something.
This is the conversion for this, right? Those tickets you just saw, 150 tickets. 150 tickets is
15
of these, right? Meaning they're constantly giving you 300 of these, which if Yoku knows, anybody that plays this game knows, this isn't anything.
Yeah, early game is great
because
level 10
you reach this at level 10. When I click this, look how much they're asking for AOS gems, right? These AOS gems are 30, right? You could either pay those tickets, those 300 tickets, or you can use your AOS gems. I didn't show you the conversion rate on these AOS gems, did I?
Yeah.
Watch this.
I will absolutely agree with you on this. The prices are predatory as hell.
These prices are disgusting. There's bundles too, by the way. These are bundles. Look at these bundles. These bundles are not enough. These bundles, let me show you something. These bundles, there's one time, there's like bonus bundles and shit that you can get for the first time purchase, which is really good. But after that, they start giving you like these bogus ass bonuses.
Yeah.
$100 in this game is enough to get 1 item to level 30.
Yeah. Worse than Genshin prices, bro.
$100 is enough to get 1 item, and $100 is enough to get 1.5 items to 130, and then maybe 15, maybe 20 max. That's not including the free to play shit, which if you're late game like me, guess what? You've put money into this game. Like I said it before and I say it again. If you have any I'll show you.
Y'all can miss me with this shit.
Watch this. Any high ranking person you see right here.
I play gacha. I know. I see it.
And any high ranking person you see on this list has put money into this game. They are pushing level 30 items.
Yeah.
They're pushing level 30 items. Meaning they've put that $100 in. They've reached a 40 level cap for the player level and stuff. They've done their dailies every now and then. They've done their challenges and whatnot. They're done with the free to play content, and now you realize how much the free to play content is not enough. And I hate. The problem is a lot of the low level, low elo people are talking the most, right? They're the ones that are saying, "Oh, it's not free to play or it's not pay to win. I've done this, that, and the third." Yes, but what rank are you?
Okay.
Are you stacking? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Because any solo queue nigga, or maybe a 3-stack nigga, or maybe just a regular person doesn't have the time to play the game, so they'll buy the battle pass to skip a lot of the stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're telling you and they're showing you the damage for this shit. All the early game stuff, the damage calculations and shit, are all people that have either put the minimum requirement of money into the game. As of right now, if niggas really want to get into it, this game is disgusting.
So say for instance, I wanted to spend $1,000 on this game. how good
Now you asking
could
for
I
math,
be?
bro.
No.
Like,
So watch this. So now watch
came
this.
into a
Now
match
watch this.
with,
You can't separate your equipment from your skill, right? You can buy however many. My camera's fucking the fuck out. I don't know what's going on. My camera. Well, whatever. It's
can't
fucking up.
separate my camera from
It's
the
fucking
skill.
up. You can't separate your price based off your skill. You can put whatever amount of money you can put in there and still be fucking ass.
well,
That's
yeah,
fine.
I understand that, but I'm talking purely.
But
purely
there is still an advantage from this damage output, because this damage output, like I said, if you really wanted to, Zero Ore right now is a monster because of how much damage he's inputting into the game.
Right.
Yeah. And that's just without items. Like, he just destroys units without items.
Imagine a Zero Aura that's pushed, like Gengar, as broken as Gengar is to some people in low elo, Gengar in high elo is getting destroyed because of how good those characters are and how good those players are. Gengar is nothing in high elo.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd say nothing, but I do agree with you. Zero Aura washes every fucking speedster in this tier. Absol is right behind him.
And that's
Absol destroys
and
niggas.
Absol off base does damage.
Absolutely.
So imagine a 3% boost when your jungler is fucking coming out of nowhere, already level 5, and here you are, dead ass halfway in your 4. Bam, you're dead. Oh shit, we just lost that lane now because the jungler ganked successfully. That 3% damage matters.
Though, like, so with Absol in particular, the damage isn't necessarily a buff. Like, he doesn't do anything to increase the attack. He's an assassin. If he hits you from behind, the crit chance is like highly increased. And because his passive is super luck, he already has another crit like passive.
Absol is amazing.
Yeah,
he's a crit. And the problem with that is the crits aren't RNG like they are in Pokemon anymore. You can manipulate the crits. You can buy the crits. You can buy the shit. So that's the problem. The problem is there comes a point where the free to play aspect is there for like early level stuff, but at some point you will put money into this game.
Yeah,
I think the
next time I get paid, I will put money into this game.
I think the best scenario to call it, I wouldn't call it pay to win. I think it would be pay to rank, because I think earlier when you're against the people who are free to play, they don't have as much, but you have that little extra min max. You can get into gold, or if that's how the elo works, you can get into gold, you can get into diamond or whatever. But once you get in there, then your skill is gonna have to show up,
right?
Because now you're against people
now, a lot
who
of
know
niggas are gonna have to
what they're
plateau
doing
now.
Yes, yeah,
absolutely.
So
that's why, like,
that's the same thing with Epic 7, because you can pay all the shit to get.
But my question now is, like, you know, where because anything pay stuff falls under that pay to win umbrella. Pay to win is just a broad general statement for just microtransactions anyway.
Right.
Well, yeah. So that's why, like, maybe I should retract what I said about like not agreeing that it's pay to win and kind of join what Mikey's saying, is because once you hit those high elos, sure, the items matter, but they don't. And if, like, for whatever reason, let's just say that somebody in Master Rank or Veteran Rank gets queued up with somebody who's in great class and they just happen to have level 30 items.
They stop you.
Well, then, yeah, at that point, it doesn't matter. There's a point against that.
Yeah.
You're never going to go against somebody with level 30 items.
You're going against people that are literally doing the exact same thing you're doing, putting money into the game.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
so at that point, I couldn't call it pay to win.
It's not
because
pay to
I'm not
win.
fighting the people who have those things. Now, if I just, like, me not putting a lot of money into the game, if any at all, and I just make it to veteran class or master class without that, just based off of skill and teamwork, now I'm fighting these people with level 30 items and I'm sitting here at level 20 items. Yeah, at that point it's pay to win, because it damn near doubles in percentages. You know, at level 20 it goes from like, let me pull up one of these items here that I was looking at for, where is it at? Wise glasses? Yeah, okay, so it doesn't double, but whatever. Level 20 or level 10 for wise glasses is about 5%. Level 20 is about 7%. Level 30 damn near doubles it, but you're spending so many resources to get it from level 20 to level 30 for just that one item. But that 14% or 12%, whatever the increase is to get to level 30, is phenomenal, especially early game. And that helps them carry into late game. So I can agree with that like, once you hit those veteran master ranks, there is a
ceiling. There is a money spending ceiling. Like you can be free to play all you want, but there will become a time
you have to spend money.
You have to spend money. Otherwise, you're gonna be behind.
Or you have to wait months.
And the meta is literally growing as we like the meta itself is dead ass showing itself.
Yeah, and it's been changing. There's in the last comps, 2 weeks alone.
There's comps. Like, you know how many tier listings have come out where niggas have had to change their tier listing? Talonflame was an S tier jungler.
Now it's not.
He went down in a week.
Yep. People were sleeping on Gengar. Now he's up there. And then like high elo, just like you mentioned. Now he's like, maybe Gengar just like A tier. He's not S tier, but he sure as hell ain't trash either.
Cinderace literally shot up a tier. He's been climbing S and he's been climbing low S, high A for like the last couple of days now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, dog, what is going on? And the economy isn't helping. I just showed you what the transactions were.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's support the economy characters of the game. Support characters, you have to buy these shits because now support characters, like Yoku said, have to run a specific build so they can literally have more HP.
Yeah, they have to help the team. Like, and that's one of the videos that I'm working on with the new channel because like so many people just don't know their roles.
You have to. I'm telling you, Yoku, you have to go ham on that and as fast as possible.
Yeah, as you know me, I like to dazzle up editing, but I think I might not just edit shit. I might just try and do like just throw them out there.
You could definitely do like some quick little edits in here and there, but like I'm saying, don't overdo it to the point where it holds a video 2 or 3 days behind because. Like we just talked about fast food content.
The meta is changing. The meta
itself is starting to go with the times now.
So those videos gonna have to keep up with the meta.
Exactly.
You're right. But it's crazy. Garchomp was at the top too when the game first came out.
Garchomp is like, really, really good, but now he's the solid pick. Now he is just he used to be a quote unquote busted character when the demo was out. Now he's just a solid pick. He's okay. Yeah. He's good. He's okay, cool. Oh, we got a guard type on our team. Nobody's gonna get mad at you choosing guard type. Well, okay, it's nothing crazy. It's not a Zero Aura. It's not a Gengar. But we'll let it happen.
We'll
work with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll work with it. Machamp has come. Listen, Machamp and Mr. Mime have literally shot up.
Absolutely. And that comes from learning the game. Like in just a week, we don't have anything. Everybody's learning the game. Now that you have these quote unquote top players, not even the top players, you got lab rats. You got people sitting in training mode, reading and figuring stuff out, and they're exposing it and telling people.
Don't make me
get
into that bag because I'm definitely. I'm telling you, I love those people because those people are where a lot of the information comes from. But at the same time, the information that comes out always doesn't equal the execution.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just the fact that it exists and it's possible. That's why lab rats and the information they put out is so fucking good. Like with Absol, with Greninja, even no one said it yet. At least I don't think so. But that's why I was telling you with Greninja, I think Surf is better than Water Shuriken because in a game like League of Legends,
Surf's always been.
No, everybody's all on Water Shuriken.
Well, that's just because that's the signature. Like people run him as a what's the word?
A Smogon character.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of Pokemon fans are using that signature move.
Well, no, I don't even mean that. I mean like the people that were watching for the guides and whatnot, and they talk about it. Like the peak fellow.
Because he's DPS.
Yeah, but so Water Shuriken is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I never want anybody to think that, but like the potential of Surf is phenomenal. Water Shuriken will never get a reset cooldown. Surf, you can endlessly click Surf.
I was gonna say I think Surf gets away with being a move that we already know is good based off of what we've seen off Slowbro.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, his Surf doesn't work that way.
What?
Greninja's Surf is not that at all.
Really?
So, yeah. And this is what I'm telling you. So Greninja's Surf, right? If you kill an enemy and it just says like an opposing Pokemon or whatever, so people for the longest time in the beta and now think that means kill like one of the actual Pokemon, Lucario, Machamp, Mr. Mime, whatever, right? You can kill anything on the field and Surf resets. If you hit a minion with Surf, your cooldown resets, and it's just like Hex. It's literally just like Hex, except in Hex's case, they have to be status inflicted. In Greninja's case, I just need to kill. If I kill somebody with Surf, it gets a reset. And so the thing about Surf is, this is why I say Greninja, like the expert difficulty is perfect for him, because people have to understand this. Greninja is a character about ranged positioning. So when you get the Vespa Queen, the spawn for Vespa Queen, that is the perfect time to 1v5 an entire team. If you got Vespa Queens,
you can pull
around
off
the
two
Combies,
Surfs at once.
Fuck 2 Surfs, nigga. I got 10.
I was gonna say.
Wait.
I can kill.
So
one
hold on. They have stocks? Like Surf has stock or something like that?
No, it doesn't have stocks. It just keeps resetting. Surf has like a 6 or 7 cooldowns.
They have cooldowns.
Yeah, they have cooldown seconds.
That's what I'm saying.
What I do with Surf is that, like, you know, because everybody piles up around that to try and fight anyway, right? So you're constantly doing your auto attacks, you're doing damage randomly, your teammates are doing damage. So like damage is going around everywhere. If you keep notice of who has low HP, you can target and choose who you want to target. Boom, Surf. I surf through a combi and, you know, the opponent just happens to be in there. They take that damage. As long as my Surf kills something, reset.
That's
Boom,
what I'm
there's
saying.
another combi and you just happen to be in the middle of it. I just surfed you again. I did the same exact damage that I just did. Probably got a crit. Boom, you got caught into it. Oh, the third combi is hanging at the top. You're still in the middle. Boom, I got you, your partner, and the combi dead. Reset my cooldown. Vespa Queen was still in the middle taking all that damage. Vespa Queen is now at like 2 HP. Boom, Surf. I killed you. I killed the combi. I killed your partner. Surf resets. Where's your homie at? He over there too? Boom, Surf. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, dead. Greninja is like a monster.
Like a small AoE?
It's a dash. It's just like a dash. Have you played
so,
League of Legends before?
So you whatever's within that dash is dying.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically. So as long as I kill something in that dash, reset.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I that's why I love Greninja so much. But he is definitely an expert character. So people are just like, oh, just use Water Shuriken because you can run backwards while you know throw the attack. Fuck that. Why would I want to run away when I can just kill you?
I mean, he's not lying. But I don't know. I think Pokemon Unite is a unique ass game. I like it a lot. It's definitely a baby's first MOBA, but it's definitely one of those things where we'll have to see what happens to it in time, because I feel like Pokemon Unite to the MOBA genre is what Duel Links is to Yu-Gi-Oh.
I can see that. Yeah, like not as advanced, but the core mechanics
it'll
still
have
apply.
its own. Yeah, it'll have its own economy. It'll have its own social space. Like Pokemon Unite in the next month or two will and I stand corrected on everything that I've said about Unite before. I will say that I was 100% wrong about this game.
All right, so I have a question. What do you guys think is going to happen once the mobile version drops? Is it going to get more popular? Is it going to
I will hate it.
I think people are gonna
get more
bitch
toxic?
a lot more.
Yeah.
Not even not even the toxic. I don't think. First of all, I think this game needs to come to PC. This game comes to PC, and you're gonna see a huge skill gap, like between who can actually play this fucking game.
That's where
and
I was
the
headed.
people
Yeah.
that just get away with, like, you know, it's on the Switch, so things happen. You have netcode issues, you got controller issues, lag, whatever the case may be. Right? Put this game on PC, you're really gonna see a lot of differences. As far as mobile
Put
goes,
this game on PC and everybody's getting put in the pack. All you master
telling
niggas
you,
is
bro.
going down.
bro, mouse and keyboard is a wrap.
When them League of Legends niggas, I'm telling y'all, the fact some of them League of Legends niggas are already here still, right? But when more of them come over, we're really gonna die. Everybody is going to literally get destroyed. It doesn't matter. You masters and Unite, that's whatever. It's nothing to me, pussy. It's nothing.
He's saying when League of Legends boy come over, you done.
I'm 5 years into League of Legends and shit. You niggas mean absolutely nothing to me. You can't even rank. Somebody said it best, and this is one of those things where my friend Fu, y'all know Fu. Fu said expert is literally silver in League of Legends.
Yes.
And if you've played rank in League of Legends and you know what silver is, you know it is that elo hell. It is you can getting
it's
out
hard
of there.
To get out of,
getting out of there,
it's a new bracket.
Getting out of there is an entirely new game, damn near. And it sucks because some of the expert niggas are pushing veteran now, and they're ruining that little ecosystem and shit. But it's the humongous skill gap is starting to show already.
Yep. It's
and
great though.
It's I'm gonna say I love it. That's why I'm so toxic.
I'm so toxic.
I'll admit it.
Passionate.
I'll admit it.
Excited,
I am
you
a
know?
toxic person on competitive games, bro. I just am. I am. I will always be that because that's just what that is. You can't be as competitive. You can't say you're competitive and can't be passionate about it. I love Unite. I like I said, I'm wrong on everything I said about Unite. On this podcast and my channel, I'm wrong on everything. Every single thing I've ever said about this game, I'm wrong. I can confidently say I was wrong. I am 100% certain I was wrong. If you were to like go play back anything I said about Unite and then look at how many hours I've put in this game, you could see how wrong I was. Literally, just off the time alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm wrong. But I don't want to stay on this topic for too long. What's the verdict on pay to win? Pay to win? No. Yes.
I don't think so.
Like Mikey said, high elo or so. Well, not even that, because now that we figured out the whole queuing system, you explained that. I probably still don't think it's pay to win, because you're never fighting those people. Yeah. Now, if you get into like if you get into expert, veteran, whatever, and you don't pay for things, that's pay to win. At that point, you have to spend money. Once you get into like the higher tiers, you have to spend money at some point. Whether that be like at least one item that's level 30, because only some of these items really give you a major advantage. You know, muscle band gives you like a 10% boost or something like that.
I think it's the synergy of all, because I saw what set they're running for Gardevoir. That one move, that one item that like turns down the cooldown.
Which one? Shell Bell and Energy Amplifier?
Energy Amplifier.
Both of them. Yeah, like now you stack both of them. That's both
nasty.
run down your cooldown. You got an 8% less cooldown.
I've not lost a Gardevoir 1v3 or 4 in so long because of how fast my Moonblast comes out. Bam, bitch die. And literally everything, it's like, oh shit. It's at some point you will have to put money into it. I think that's the extent of that conversation for sure. But I kind of want to get into like the Activision. No. Let's get the other one out first. Dead Space is getting a HD remake, or a holding from the ground up HD remake, remaster, whatever. It is from the ground up horror survival horror game. What are we thinking? What are we thinking?
Dead Space is my favorite like horror thing.
While Dead Space is great, awesome fucking game series. It sucks because of the studio that made the first set of games. It's not the same studio, because the original studio got shut down because it didn't make
was Silver something, right?
Yeah, didn't make enough money despite selling 2 million copies.
Well, because 3 was ass. They shot themselves in the foot with 3. They pulled a Resident Evil 5. The only difference is Capcom has money.
I'm really sad that I wasn't around for Dead Space because I was playing which by the way, the Steam versions of Dead Space are fucking garbage. I tried playing with my controller, shit didn't want to work. I tried playing with my mouse and keyboard, controls didn't want to like work or whatever. But I was so engrossed into the gameplay. I was sitting, I was just like, damn, bro, I'm only like maybe 3 or 4 hours in, and nigga, Dead Space 1 is kind of fire. I was live streaming it. I'm just like, I see why this game is getting a remake. I'm like, nigga, this shit is good.
The eerie sounds, the
and it reminded me, I'm like, I'm playing a game that came out in 2000 and like what, 9, 8?
Yeah, 2000, something like that.
I'm like, I wish I had a PS3. I wish that I was into that horror genre back when the Xbox, because for the Xbox 360 it was only shooters.
Yeah.
I think it's on Xbox now though.
I wish I had like the variety, the palette variety back then. Because for like the PS3, Xbox era, you only played one type of game at that point.
I literally only play Halo and Call of Duty.
Like that was all niggas played.
So
at that point it's like, you know, I wish that I had more taste back then, because there were a lot of, and like Mikey said, and like Ioku said too, gems back in that time period that we just will never get. And I'm happy because Dead Space is, when I went back to it, in the first 3 hours, I was able to appreciate what the fuck I was playing, because it was just like, damn, I know what this is. I've seen this before in other games from back then. I know what I you know what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing what was the thing back then. I recently started playing Fear again.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, Fear is another survival horror game.
That game is dated.
And
man,
Fear 1 is dated as hell, but
I think it'll still scare the shit out of me.
It's great. It's a really good. I sat here and I literally, they fucked me over because I was literally at the end of the game. And my save file didn't want to like load up, and I'm like, why is that? What's going on? I had a bug on it. Save file's gone.
Oh shit! Sad. I would have downloaded a new save file so quick.
I was sad because I was at the end of it. I was live streaming it too. Fear 1 is amazing. It's dated as fuck though. Fear 2 is amazing. Fear 3 is unique to say the least. But
I'm telling you, those those threes, those later parts of game series, they just completely change and shift from whatever they were before.
Yeah, games that make it to 3 is just
it became
like
an action game.
The only series that didn't do that was Resident Evil, and I gotta give them big props.
They did it after 3.
Yeah, they did it after 3, but they made it to 3 and didn't change the formula.
They made it to 4 too, a little bit. Like 4 was half and half.
No. 4 was a great formula change. Let's not. But they did change the formula after 3. But I gotta say,
we having a fucking action movie. I'm like, yo, wait.
Right. While we're on the subject of Dead Space getting their remake, I'm super excited to see what they're gonna do with it. With all the new technology, the 4K, the RTX, and all that kind of stuff. But
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm terrified because I'm terrified because what a lot of game companies have been doing now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have noticed this. And when I say it, I promise you, anybody listening to this, watching this, will understand what I'm saying. You too will get it. All of the horror games now have pulled a humongous amount of inspiration from PT's atmosphere.
PT's
that demo,
or not the Ghost game, the Silent Hill.
That 3 hour, 20 minute, 30 minute
that was
demo.
Some of the most terrifying shit that anybody's ever played.
That demo, I'm telling you, that demo has left a humongous impression on horror as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm terrified to see, like Mikey said, what they can do with that. Like even in Resident Evil 8.
They're using the Frostbite engine, aren't they? The same engine they did Battlefield?
I don't know.
If it's under EA, then it's most likely going to be Frostbite.
I don't know.
If EA's not backing it, then it won't be Frostbite.
That shit gonna be insane.
That shit is going to be terrifying. Niggas aren't ready for horror. I'm gonna say it. Horror and RPGs are taking over the next generation of gaming.
Absolutely. Now imagine slapping
shooters.
Both of those in a VR.
I'm gonna say it. Shooters have won the last 10 years, but RPGs as a whole and horror games are going to destroy the market in the next 10. This next new decade is going to be nothing but RPGs and literal horror games, because now everybody's
most of the shooters have become live game services.
Exactly. RPGs have become more streamlined. They become more action oriented, and their grinding has been cut down by literally half.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Horror games have higher technology now, and now we have more immersion techniques like the atmosphere, like the fog.
That's what it is.
It's
man.
going to be
It's
going to be this, like, think about it. You have to think about this for real. Those horror games that take away the gun from you are going to shine in the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese RPGs that will have the complex battle mechanics and complex action battles and sequences of shit, they are going to destroy. They're going to go viral. Watch what game of the years are going to watch. What's going to happen at the award shows. I mean, look
at Control. Control was
it's already happening.
It was a thriller. Like it wasn't a shooter. Control was definitely one of those thriller games, because I played a little bit of it. I was like, dang, this does not play like a fucking shooter. Like, I mean,
it a psychological.
It's a psychological thriller, but it does have gunplay. But there's a lot of nuance to what they were trying to do with that game. That's why it got Game of the Year so many times. That's why it got so many awards, because it took a genre, the third person genre, and it molded it, it flipped it. It's a great fucking game. Yeah. It's great. So I completely understand why Control got all of its flowers when it did. But if games are headed that way, then fuck yeah. Hell yeah. We need that. We need more of that.
I'm scared as hell for a Dead Space remake, dude.
I'm with all of it, dude. I'm with all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm gonna let Mikey and the Yoku talk about this because they read mostly of it, but we got to get into that Activision stuff. How we feeling, folks? Because y'all, I'm not.
The lawsuit and
there we go. Yeah,
about work harassment, and man, holy fuck. I mean, you hear about stories about workplace harassment, and men and getting paid more than women, and men demeaning women at the workplace. And you hear it in passing, and you just really don't think anything of it. But then something like this happens. This huge fucking company to have this quote unquote frat boy mentality, which is damning in itself. To be so cliquey at the top as well as the middle and the bottom. That's so fucked up. It's the things that were in those documents. Like, I've only read like maybe the first 40. There are so many things in those documents that will make you think like, if Joker was reading, he'd be like, damn. So it's kind of like, it's shocking to see, but it's not surprising. You know what I mean? I
can see that.
They've got this tweet that I put in the chat. It says, inside Blizzard developers infamous Bill Cosby suite, there are a bunch of guys sitting on a bed holding Bill Cosby's picture up. That
was super weird when I saw that on Twitter.
It's deeper. It gets so fucking deep that it will drive you insane. But one of the most notable things were they had a business trip, and this was, I do believe, an Activision business trip. There was a woman who was dating her superior, and what I don't really know what happened, but the end result was that woman had committed suicide over the guy. Or whatever happened on that business trip. I guess they tried to set her out, or I'm not sure. I'm not going to allege on anything of what happened, but the end result, she committed suicide. And from that, there's a avalanche of things that have just come out about Blizzard and Activision and the hierarchy within that company of, just disrespecting women, her sexual harassment, office games, like making the women crawl on their hands. Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, there was even something about they had a breastfeeding room, and one lady and a couple others that came out recently about it, when they would go in there to feed their babies and whatnot, some of the guys would literally just walk in there and they wouldn't leave. And it's not like the woman can leave, she's in the middle of feeding. So she's just kind of out with her breast, and the guys would just kind of like be there and like, haha, he like, really weird fucking nerdy type shit. And so it just kind of like, for me personally, and this might be on me. A lot of these things or stories were happening when I was younger, right? Like middle teenager, becoming late teenager, whatever. So I wasn't into any of the type of news articles and whatnot that would have been going out then. But it surprises me that so much stuff just wasn't put on blast. We live in a day and age with Twitter, YouTube. Like, you can report things without necessarily reporting things.
I'm not surprised.
I'm really surprised.
Money is a terrible thing.
But that's the thing, though. None of these people are being paid off. They weren't being paid off. Like the women, nobody was like, hey, let me do this and like be quiet.
But that's the thing about power. That's a social construct. That's like, imagine like this, right? I'm your boss, right? Yeah. I have way more connections than you ever will, right? If you leave today and you were to say anything, I will make it to where you literally cannot get a job in anything. You will have to switch professions for how big my reach is. And you don't know.
I get it.
And this is Activision we're talking about.
And this is literally the same company that has ran the market for the last 15, 20 years at this point.
Yeah, this is the top.
And they imagine somebody telling you this. Who are you going to go to? We already have a hand in everything. You're going to be a community manager. You're going to be a community manager. I can stop all of that. And all these niggas, you're not ready for this. All these niggas know about it. They know what the fuck's going on. These niggas know what's happening. Yep. These are niggas in chairs that indulge in the exact same bullshit that niggas are getting outed for now. The problem is, and this goes back to that Me Too movement shit, all the people that like have come out recently and have basically told their stories are people that have left and have had to switch positions and have had to go to the newer companies that have come up in the world and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, like these are people that had to basically run away to have a voice in themselves and to have a platform. These are people that have already been defeated in whatever market that they were in, whatever industry that they were in. It's why like all these OnlyFans girls can literally come out, all these retired Twitch streamers that randomly got a partnership out of nowhere can come out and tell you, hey, this Twitch nigga did this to me and gave me this. You wanna know why? It's because they no longer need Twitch anymore. Their OnlyFans have done more than their streams ever did, to the point where they don't need to suck up to nobody no more at all. Women have the power now in that scenario. It's once you take control and once you have a voice, none of that shit matters anymore. So that's why they can speak on it. Most of the women that came out on what's his name? On Bill Cosby. These are retired actresses, retired people in that field that were working with him anyway.
Yeah.
They're no longer in that shit no more. Hollywood means nothing to them. They've been gone out of that business for 20 years now at this point. That shit doesn't matter no more. Or even what's another example? Any of the YouTube cancellation things, right?
Yep.
These are YouTubers that are manipulating their audiences to fuck with them, right? These are niggas that literally use their audience to get to their audience. But once that person, that victim, leaves that community, leaves that social circle, leaves that alone, wait a minute, I can talk now. I can speak.
Yeah.
And all it takes is one tweet longer and the internet is on fire.
Yep.
And what you might have noticed, back to the Smash scenarios, a lot of shit that was going on with the Smash scenarios was being kept under hush. You wanna know why? Was because the niggas that were involved were the niggas with the power. The Smash scene, all the information that came out last year or 2 years ago wasn't new information. Like you said, Ioku, that shit came out a year before it got released. Yeah. But the niggas with the influence, the influencers, the people that, the pro players, the people who ran the tournaments, the people who ran the events, the people who this information was about were the people that had the power, they had the clout. They can hush that shit. They can find whoever that is that did that. They can go to whoever's friend that is, tell that nigga to shut the fuck up. We will make sure that they can't speak. And you might be thinking, oh, but it's Smash Bros. There is money in that.
Yeah, definitely. Not even just the money, just positioning in general. You
know? These are community manager niggas.
Nah,
like,
you ain't getting on
Oh, imagine this, right? Imagine at Twitch, you're a decently sized girl streamer. You have like 100 viewers and shit. You're doing good for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a nigga telling you, hey, if you want front page, you know, you got to send me some shit. You know what I'm saying? You want front page, you know, you want that partner shit. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to do for this partner badge? Or you want to get into this party shit? What you trying to do for this? And Mikey know what goes on at that party.
Bro.
Niggas know what goes on at... Niggas, the fact that it hasn't come out at this point is fucking threatening to me. Niggas know what goes on those fucking Twitch parties. And not a damn thing has happened. Nothing has been said yet. When it happens, I promise you, I don't know. We always talk about the Twitch apocalypse. Niggas aren't ready for the sexual allegations on the Twitch parties that all these companies are investing in at every one of these conventions and shit. They're not ready. They're not ready for that. But, you know,
that just all goes back to what we always say. We said it about the Pokemon people, too. And it's really just the culture of, you know, who becomes big. We give people, not we don't. The
fuck
internet.
That. Fuck that. No, we.
I definitely ain't giving no niggas power that I don't need to be giving power to.
No. But that's the problem, though. You don't know. Nobody knows. The problem is us as people. We give people that we align our morals to, that we see aligned to our morals to, right? It's the same way how a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of people align with Obama off the sense of he was black.
Yeah.
But then look at what Obama has done for black people and then has done to other countries. But because he's black, there's a bias. A lot of people have a bias towards these creators. Oh, she's a woman, so I relate to her. Oh, she has an abuse story, I relate to her. Oh, she is into this one specific thing, so I relate to her. Men, oh, he's black. Oh, he likes these horror games. I've seen him cry on camera. He's wholesome. He has good morals with the LGBT. He appears to have good morals with the LGBT. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so easy to save face on the internet that you don't know who the fuck you're giving this platform to.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
And so when I say we, I mean we as a community of people that have given, and God forbid any of this happens. Imagine how devastated the internet would be if Markiplier came out to be a pedophile. Imagine how destroyed the internet would be, the black community would be if anything, Berleezy or Corey Kenshin was to come out and they were raping hoes.
Yeah.
Imagine how, and these are people that we have put on pedestals. Under the guise of these people are good people because of what we've seen that they've allowed us to see in their personal lives.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, one thing, because I saw Berleezy at Dreamcon, that he ain't doing none of that. Yo, his wife,
was he dancing with the white lady though?
No, his wife and his family was there every step of the way. Anytime Berleezy moves, his family is moving with him. So they are there to keep that man grounded and in check.
That's what's up.
I love to see that shit. I love to fucking see it.
Yo, off topic, because me and you are about the same height, give or take an inch. How tall is Berleezy compared to us?
Oh, that nigga's a giant.
All right,
that nigga's almost what? He's like,
bro, I saw them pictures and I was like, this nigga too damn tall, bro.
Yeah, he's like 6'6" or 6'7". That nigga is tall.
God damn, dude, are you serious?
Yeah,
YouTube is a lie.
He's tall.
He does not look that tall on YouTube. Like I could tell he was 6 something.
Nah,
but to be that fucking tall,
I realize you're either too big or you're either too tall or you're too.
There's no middle.
Yeah, you can't be in between anymore.
There's no middle. Like
Damn.
Our entire group was like over 6 foot. Like, and I was just a little nigga in the back.
That sucks, bro. Being the oldest and the littlest, like. You hanging around all these young kids or whatever. They're like, yeah, bro. So anyway, meanwhile, you got to be like this. Yeah, guys, what's up? You know, yeah, we're doing this and that today. All right, cool.
Rhyme and Toasty are the same height. Toasty, we met up with It's Your Bud Tevin. He's about a little shorter than Toasty.
Still over 6 feet.
Nano, actually, I meant Nano. He's like 2 inches or 3 inches taller than me. You would think, from what he looks like on his videos, you would think he's tall. He's just he's like two. What he's like 5? He's like 5'8", 5'9".
6 foot people, but like he's not short in the sense of like average height.
Nano would probably be the same height as me, probably.
Yeah. You and Nano are probably the same height.
But you're not short though.
I'm like an inch or two
above average height. That's not short. If you're above average height,
what's average height?
Average height for most. Okay,
not
guys
today's like 5'8", 5'9".
No, average. Okay, so for Mikey
5'7".
and I, average height was about 5'7". Yeah. For your generation, average height is somewhere closer to 6 feet, 5'8", 5'10", whatever it is.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like each younger generation keeps going up, and these niggas are like fucking 6'12" or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well okay, never mind. You right. You got it.
But nah. What was we talking about?
We were talking about the sexual harassment shit.
I had to, because you mentioned Berleezy, and I was like, yo, how tall is he, dog?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that group picture with him, and he was the tallest one, and I'm like, wait a minute. I know that nigga on the left is tall as fuck. I know the dude on the right is tall as fuck. I know the guy in the middle is tall as fuck. Why is Berleezy taller than all three of them? And you just answered that question.
Yeah.
So, but on the sense of the Activision thing and whatnot, yeah, I do agree on that. And then talking about the platform and, just giving people power and just their pedestal without really knowing too much of their personal life. Yeah, that's a we thing then. It's definitely a we thing. So I get what's being done and what's being said and whatnot. And it kind of sucks not being able to really doing anything about it, because or at least until it happens, right? You can't really accuse somebody of anything without actual proof.
Fuck
for
all
that.
the bullshit. Give me a platform. That ass. I got plans for real. I'm not gonna hold you. You can't show your hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I'm saying when the cards is ready, I can't show it to you. But I actually have a lot of shit in mind, and I don't know. I feel like today at the time of this recording, is the year anniversary of my friend's Sky Baker's passing, or no, Sky Baker's passing. I remember we used to talk all the time about like things that I would like to do. And funny enough, the things that I'm doing now are the things that I like to do, things that I want to do and shit like that. But I had this conversation, I had the thought process a while ago. It's like, I just feel like I need the right eyes personally. And it was just like, I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what's going on, whatever. But for the most part, I don't know. I always felt like there's certain things that I just want to do that would help, not me at all, actually. Like I don't.
The homies?
Yeah, like just the homies in the family. Most of my goals in life are not based on me.
Yeah.
Same.
That's where my head is at personally. Like I don't have like maybe like one selfish goal would probably be just to order out to eat and eat anything that I would like, you know?
How is that a selfish goal? What do you mean?
Right, you gotta eat, nigga. What?
Well, no, I'm talking about like the real exotic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, let's go to this steakhouse. Paying like, you know what I'm saying, $300 for a steak.
Oh, you trying to get salt based?
He's trying to live lavishly for no reason.
You know, we came from nothing, nigga. I'm trying to enjoy that.
I mean, see, okay, my thing is even if I come from nothing, right? $300 for a steak.
Now listen, one thing I will say is I am not them niggas who will be buying expensive clothing.
But you just said you paid $300 for a steak.
Food and clothing are two different things.
Right.
But at least with the clothing, I can wear it again.
You can indulge yourself with food. You can actually get an experience with food. You don't experience clothes. You wear clothes.
I want you to know, dog. I'm gonna be real with you. If I ever got rich, I am wearing the bummiest clothes on the planet. At most, you will probably get like a watch out of me. You get like some shoes to complement like the basic ass fit, so you know what the fuck's up. You'll get like the little small ass, you know, chain, the small chain, the real humble chain. But like, you know, it costs a lot if you know your shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not, you getting a white t-shirt, some slacks, and some bomb ass shoes out of me. Maybe a flexi watch and the up-to-date phone. You're not getting shit. You not, cause I always look at those people who have like the crazy shit. I'm just like, why?
It don't make sense. It don't. Half that shit rented anyway.
And the material is fucking garbage anyway.
Yeah.
Just to look good? Yeah, okay. I don't need an image.
And that shit don't even look good.
Exactly. I'm big on all that bullshit. All that. But what are we talking about? I think that's it.
I think that is it. I think we actually we covered everything.
I think that's it.
Crushed it today.
Is there anything y'all feeling about talking about? Anything y'all in y'all minds? Anything?
I think we kind of said it, at least for this week, you know?
Yo, another thing with Dreamcon, man, the way that I felt when I was there, minus the anxiety, felt like the first time we went to PAX South, Nick.
I'm going.
That shit was.
I want to go next year too.
It was so fucking chill, bro.
I already know that. I already know. All right, I'm going. I
want to go, man.
Yep.
I really want to.
I know. The first PAX South, I literally cried in front of everybody.
It was.
I know that feeling. I know that feeling.
It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. Like just meeting the people that you get to talk to like every day online is probably one of the top 10 experiences you could ever have. Like if these are your friends, then yes, you want to meet them.
Meet your internet friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do whatever you can, and even if it's one time, meet your internet friends.
And Rhyme is as goofy in person as he is on that fucking screen, bro. He's just a fucking goofball, man.
He has to be.
I think my biggest thing about Dreamcon, or just like anytime we go to these conventions, but primarily Dreamcon in particular, is that it's a giant convention, a giant gathering for like-minded, creative Black individuals. And I really
shout out to the Blurds,
absorb
man.
All of that, you know, like
the Blurds were in full force. They were in full force, bro. You couldn't turn around and see somebody who didn't look like you. It was amazing. It was amazing.
That's what's up, dude. Did you like record anything, or you just experienced it?
I took a couple pictures of some of the wall art that they had. They had like, you know how those little plastic like little things that look like pixels, and they put them all together. They had a bunch of wall art like that, and I took a picture of I think almost every one of them. They had a Loki one. They had a bunch of video game ones.
You gotta show me that.
Yeah. I'll put them. I'll put them on Twitter. But no, for the most part, I was really just taking everything in. Like Toasty is one of the most genuine motherfuckers I have ever met in my life. I love that nigga.
Really?
I love Toasty, bro. That is my nigga.
Man. Not bad. I feel like whoever he was picking up in that picture, I feel like that would have been Toasty and me, except way less like for the picture. I think
Julian.
Toasty would have just done it.
I told him you have a hard time picking me up.
What did you say to me? That's what's. I'm glad you had a really good time though, man, and met everybody that you wanted to meet. That's great, dude. Did you come back inspired? Like, I know you talked about it earlier, but like, did any of that inspire you to just like, this is really what I want to do, or like where I want to be, the space that I want to be in?
Yeah, I think every time I go out of town, I come back, I get inspired, and I started to want to create. And I think, and most of the time, something out of the blue is gonna happen to kick my inspiration, and you know, I get depressed or whatever. But fuck that shit. We ain't there yet. I'm still inspired. So we gonna get these videos off until some bullshit happens. But I will say, meeting Afro, meeting Rhyme, meeting all the niggas at RDC World, bro, it's such a vibe, bro.
I want to meet them, dog. Yeah,
man. Like, you know, Mark from RDC World, that nigga is, bro. All these niggas are the same niggas that you see on screen. Like,
I feel like that's what makes it even better,
bro. Okay, so after the Smash tournament, he came. We were in the lobby of the hotel, and Toasty was sitting in the like with his back to how everybody was coming in, and Mark came over, and he thought he was Afro, and the look on his face, like, it's just, bro, the nigga is animated. He's just like, oh, that's not Afro.
That's funny.
And it was almost like it was one of his skits, bro. Like,
that's what's up, dude.
Them niggas are talented. I
will
will
say
that.
Desmond, no cap. Like, Mark is great. I want to be Mark too. Like, all of them. I think Desmond just always being the fucking villain really just says something to me. You know, like, how are you without being the villain? That's what I want to know. Like, are you an aggressive talker? Are you real chill? You know, like stuff like that. But Desmond is like number one for me, who I want to meet and just sit down with, because that's just funny. But like the whole crew, dude, just everything about like that event, you know, that convention is
it was nice,
phenomenal, man. Yeah, just for our space, man.
It's literally just a vibe,
that,
bro.
We need more stuff like that. You know, the fact that they were able to grow off of what they do and then give back to the community in that way is just it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even talk about our panel. So
you were on the panel.
I was on the panel. It was me, Rhyme, Nano, Toasty, and Afro. And we talked about the great anime debate, and like
the big three.
It was a debate, and I think we ended it on, what did we end it on? We ended it on who can beat whose ass. And if it wasn't Goku, I think Goku was taken out of the equation, and it was just like, bro, there's so many like-minded individuals, because the one person that I thought of, it was the second guy on who came up. So it was very like crowd interactive. So he let a lot of people come up and you know, and plead their case, and it was, bro, I promise you, if squad was, it would have been, if the rest of the squad was there, it would have been 10 times, OD. Bro. It would have been OD. But one person said Arale, and I was like, yes. I love Arale, man.
Who's Arale?
Arale is Dr. See, I know who Arale is, but she's a gag character, and she's like super powerful. If you watch, she's from Dr. fucking, what is that manga?
Stone?
Not Dr. Stone.
Dr. Slump.
Dr. Slump. Thank you. I've
never heard of that before.
Yeah,
it's old. It's real old.
It's a
Okay.
It's from the I guess you can call it the Toriyama universe. That's the universe where Toribot lives. So Toribot is literally just the animation of Akira Toriyama. He's actually higher on the rung than Zeno is. So
gotcha.
But no, he comes from she comes from that universe, and she's like I said, she's the gag character. She was in an episode of Dragon Ball Super, the one where they were all in like casual clothes, where Goku had on his suit. It was that episode where Raleigh showed up, and she basically sent Vegeta to the fucking moon, and Vegeta was just like, how the fuck is this happening?
I think I've seen the episode. Yeah,
that's Arale. So
okay,
nobody was beating her. I love, and like, back to the panel, I just love that entire interaction. That was so fucking cool to do, that I need more of that. I want more of that. So as long as we have friends in high places, and we can get there ourselves, like we can have a fucking Royal Roundtable panel. We need that.
Yeah.
This is something that we need, because we need to have, you know, those vibes. We need to have that spirit of community. It was such a great spirit of community in that little room. It felt great. It felt great. But yeah, that was my experience with DreamCon, and like I say, we all need to be there. It's such a good convention. It's just like I say, it's a vibe. So I hope to see everybody there next year. And
as long as I can snag tickets and they don't sell out, we're good.
I think even if you don't get tickets, I think we'll be covered anyway, just from the people that we know. If it goes down like it did,
you get in there? You just walked in?
No, do you know who I was with? I was with Afro and Rhyme. They were literally guests.
They were guests.
Yeah. So you just like, yo, these are my boys, and you just walked in?
They gave us passes, yeah.
I'm going next year.
Now, what's his name? I forget. What is his name? Little light-skinned dude. All the women love him. What is his name? No, the other one.
I'm Dante.
Him.
He's not light skinned.
Is he not light skinned?
I was confused.
Nigga, no.
He's like my color.
Dante is not light skinned, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. That nigga looked light to me. Anyway.
You're light skinned.
I know I'm light skinned. And when we were there, I was like, dang, that nigga, because he didn't look as dark as he does on camera. Like he looked like a light skinned dude. But anyway, I guess it was probably because he was standing next to EG the entire time, and that nigga like white. Mm-hmm. But he had his whole entourage there, and they got all in for free as well, if they didn't already have like passes or whatever. But they were able to like go back into the green room where, you know, RDC and all them was like.
Well, that's part of the process.
Yeah. Just getting in there and like being,
and that's what I told Afro and Rhyme. That's what I told Afro and Rhyme. Next year, if y'all get invited back as guests, then you need to have your entourage as guests, because I could be anybody's editor. You feel me?
Yeah.
You put me on as editor, I get that guest pass, because it was a lot. I think the day before when we picked up the passes, they let everybody back into the green room.
Man, I just know, bro. Listen, we deep as hell at DreamCon.
Oh, absolutely.
Real talk. If y'all want to see us, we going there next year. If y'all want to see us there on some like publicity, celebrity shit, definitely get in tune. Definitely be sure. Mm-hmm. Well, for us to get to a panel, like Mikey said, it would take y'all to. Mm-hmm. Leave a like and a comment on the YouTube channel.
Rate it 5 stars.
Rate the podcast 5-star. Heart the podcast on Spotify.
Tell y'all friends, man.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
To tell y'all friends.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Bro.
Word of mouth is the most powerful.
Listen to me fucking well. We are the best podcast from any of our respective communities and or from our respective fan bases. Not a person does it better. Stop fucking playing with me. Run up our fucking racks. Tell your friends, tell a friend. Tap their ass in now, nigga. Now. You listening to me right now? Please.
I love how you get to the mic real close. Please.
I miss us, bro. I want us to be successful, bro. Come on, bro. Stop playing with me. Let's do this. Come on,
hey, y'all trying to move out? Well, Mikey can't because he got kids and a family and a wife and stuff.
Hey, look, mansions is ain't nothing but a thing, bro.
You trying to move out? Say less.
I need to fucking move out.
We can get this content house. Shit. We can get this content house, baby.
I'll visit.
Make it happen. I'll sell drugs. Don't tell nobody though.
Nigga, you just told everybody.
No, I didn't. They didn't hear that.
Anyway.
Listen, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. We love y'all. We love y'all immensely. Thank you all so much for coming through. Sure. We are back. We will see you all next week. Oh, shit. Quick shy update. Quick shy update. This isn't worth a highlight, but quick shy update. Shy will be back August 9th. She's been working. She's been going to the hospital more. She's been feeling better. She's more, you know what I'm saying? She's starting to get back into it. She will return August 9th, meaning we will have our 4th member August 9th. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, thank you all so much for the love and support. We love y'all immensely. And with that being said, it's going to be it for us this week. Thank you so much for everything. Hope you guys enjoy.
Big facts.
Bye.
Bye.
Smell you later.